Hey guys, it's Nina. I am back with another fragrance video, and this time it's going to be on two orders that I made. One from Zara's online website. It is a fragrance that I have been wanting for a couple of years, and for whatever reason never got it, and now I think it's been reformulated. So I never smelled the original, so I'm not going to know if there's any difference, but let's get into that. And then the second house that I'll be sharing with you is Dossier perfumes, which basically Dossier is a clone house. I believe they just clone, famous designer and niche fragrances, and I wanted to give it a shot. So I also purchased a couple. I actually purchased three, but one I gave away, so I only have two right now to share with you. So let's get right into this video. So the Zara box comes pretty nicely packaged. It came in a cardboard box like this with this paper wrapping, and you see that little sticker holding the paper together. So it comes, so I bought a twin set, I guess, where there's two fragrances in one box, and I think it was like 30 bucks for the both of them. I'm sure you already know what at least one of these are, because it was like, the last couple years it's been on everybody's review and everybody's channel, and everyone was like, oh, this is the best cheapie and all this stuff. Well, anyways, it's the Zara Tobacco collection, #tobacco, and this one is the dual set of Rich Warm Addictive and Intense Dark Exclusive. So I believe these are both unisex marketed fragrances. Let's sniff them and see if we like it as much as everybody claimed that, how great it was. So we'll see if that's really factual. So the first bottle, so the bottle looks a little bit different now. So before, I feel like what I saw was, it's the same shape, of course, but I think the design of the label, or how they have, this is like, sort of like an embossed thing. I think there used to be a different type of label on it. This is the 2021 variety. It's the Rich Warm Addictive. So let's hurry up and get it sprayed so we can sniff it. Decent atomizer. This reminds me of something, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure what it is, but it reminds me of something some fragrance that I bought for my husband. Rich Warm Addictive. I get it. It's definitely rich smelling. It's definitely warming. And I can see the addictiveness, almost like a chocolatey addictive. And I get the tobacco and the booziness on this one, like rum or something like that. It smells like rum. Almost like a rum and Coke. That's kind of what this smells like. But with a little spice, almost like, like cigars, like you're in a speakeasy or something. People are smoking cigars and drinking rum and Coke, but maybe Captain Morgan kind of rum with the spice and Coke. That's what this smells like. Ooh, okay. Not bad, considering this is, since two of them were $30, I think one is $15. So not bad for a 100 ml for $15 at all. So that was a win. The next one is called Intense Dark Exclusive. And same bottle, different than the older variety. This is, again, the 2021 variety. Nice cap. The other atomizer sprayed pretty nicely. This one does too. Now this is like you get, this one smells a little bit more masculine. So just, you know, just fair warning there. The other one, I feel like most women who are into fragrances will probably rock that one, no problem. Now, I will rock this one, no problem, but some women might think of this as a more masculine scent. It does smell, I don't know, it's like tobacco, maybe like tonka bean or vanilla. It smells kind of minty. It's got like this, a little bit of a bright minty smell to it. Like toothpaste, but in a good way. I know that sounds weird, but it does smell minty. Like you're chewing gum or something. Chewing gum. I feel like it's got a little bit of like some sort of fruity note too. It's minty, but fruity. Tobacco, for sure. Wow. This one's good. It's settling nicely. It did smell a little harsh in the opening, but I like that mintiness. This smells familiar too. Like, I feel like this must be similar to something, because this definitely smells like something that I bought for my husband. I think. Wow, it smells good. I like it. I like it. $15. This is a great scent if you want to buy it like for your boyfriend or for your younger brother or for your younger sister. You know, I think this is attractive to people of many different age groups. And definitely any gender could pull this off. I love it, actually. The more I'm smelling it, it smells really great. It's kind of addictive. All right, now finally onto the Dossier perfumes. So the two, actually I bought 3 of them, as I had mentioned. One I don't have with me because I gifted it, but it was the clone to Silver Mountain Water. I did smell it, and it smelled to me exactly like what I remember Silver Mountain Water smelling like. I do not have a bottle, but I did have a decant, and I remember what that scent smelled like, and it smelled very nice. I think it was called Green Tea and Musk or something like that. Green Tea and Musk. I think that's what it was called, and it was beautiful. Now this one is a clone of, so this is called Oriental Vetiver. It comes in a box like this, Dossier at the front. When you open it, it looks like that. It is a very simple but nice, kind of plain, you know, cylinder type bottle. The cool thing about this is the cap is actually magnetic, so I love that touch. This was, because this is a clone of a niche fragrance, it was a little bit more than the other ones. I think they start at like $29. It's like $29, $39, and $49. This one was $49, but I did have a coupon, so I did get a savings on this. I didn't get to, or have to pay full retail price. So this one's called Oriental Vetiver. And this is a clone of, I believe, inspired by, I'm sorry, I should say it's inspired by, not necessarily a clone, by Rito's Bal d'Afrique, Eau de Parfum. So that's what this is. This is 18% concentration. They give you a nice little note card that tells you what the scent profile is and what the notes are. So in the top, this one has bergamot, lemon, buchu. I don't know what buchu is, so don't ask me. Go Google it. I have no clue. Middle notes are orange blossom, marigold, and violet. And then the base notes are vetiver, amber, and cedarwood. So sort of a nice, bright, but woody fragrance, which is something that I enjoy quite a bit. So let's spray it. Now, I will tell you, I've never smelled Bal d'Afrique, and forgive me if I've butchered that, but I've never smelled it. And so I don't know what that smells like. And I figured, you know, there's a lot of hype on that one too. So I figured before I go and blind buy it, like I do most things, let me smell this one. And if I enjoy this, then I'll know that that one is going to be worth my money, because it is a niche fragrance. So it's a little bit more expensive than, you know, your typical designer fragrances. Wow. Ooh, that's nice. Yeah, I get the bergamot right at the top. Orange blossom, marigold, and violet. I get the violet. I'm not sure. I don't think I can pick up the marigold. I'm not really sure. I don't remember exactly what that flower smells like. But I feel like I get the violet and I do get the orange blossom. And then, of course, you know, as it dries down, I'm sure you'll get all of the woody notes. And I already smell the vetiver, which I enjoy vetiver. I actually love it. This is nice. It's pleasant. It's not too harsh. It's a little, you know, it's definitely unique. It doesn't smell like your average, you know, designer fragrance. Wow. This one smells very nice. I mean, I wouldn't be mad if I had to pay the full $49 for this bottle. Now, I will tell you, it is a 50 ml bottle, so this is not 100 ml or even 75. So, you know, judge the price based on that. But I would be happy to pay that for this. This smells amazing. Now, I do not know what the performance of these fragrances are. I will have to test it out. And if you want me to review that further, I can certainly do that. But just going off the scent, I think it's worth the money. Okay, now the final fragrance is another Dossier coming out of the same kind of box with the little note card. This one is called Woody Sandalwood, and it is inspired by Le Labo Santal 33, which is one of my favorite fragrances. Which is funny that I'm saying this because I don't have a full bottle of that. I do have a decant of it. I first learned about this fragrance when I was on a business trip, and this girl walked in the room. It was actually like an education, so it's like a course that we had to fly somewhere to go take. And you know, I was in the room already, and she walked in, and all I could smell was her fragrance, and it was like intoxicating. And you know, she had on something very simple, like her hair was pulled back. She had on like a, you know, like a plain, like beige colored blouse. See, I even remember what she wore. So this scent must have impacted me, because she had on like a gray pencil skirt and like a blouse, like very, you know, classic but simple. But this fragrance was like projecting off of her like a beast. I was like, I mean, the class had just started. I turned around and I mouthed across the table, because she was sitting on the other side of the table. I mouthed to her, "What are you wearing?" And I'm sure other people must have thought I was crazy, or like, what is she talking about? But she knew right away what I meant when I said, "What are you wearing?" And she said, "Santal 33. And I was like, what is that? Never even heard of it. And she texted me a link to like Nordstrom's or somewhere where she had purchased it. And she was like, "It's a little bit expensive than your average, you know, perfume, but if you like the scent," she's like, it's awesome. She's like, I just love it." And it made her look like a boss. Like, it just made her look so like empowered. I don't know. I don't know how a fragrance makes you look empowered or feel empowered, but she just looked like a boss when she walked in. And like I said, she just had on the most simple outfit. It was nothing spectacular. but that's the kind of vibe I like. So, you know, I too am a businesswoman, and you know, I have a strong business presence. So that scent, Santal 33, is like perfect. And it was perfect on her. And I was like, oh my God, I have to have it. So when I saw the price, I was like, okay, it's a little bit expensive. So let me do a decant before, you know, to make sure it works well off my skin. Because sometimes, you know, with fragrances, it could smell awesome on somebody else, and then you spray it on yourself and it just doesn't work with your body chemistry and it comes off totally different. So I didn't want that to happen. So I went and got a decant. Of course, I absolutely love it. Still, I will buy a full bottle, but I just haven't done it yet. So on to this. Woody Sandalwood is what this is called. The notes are violet leaf, cardamom at the top. Middle notes are orris, ambrox, cedarwood, and cypriol. I'm not sure what that is. Base notes, musk, sandalwood, and amber. So if I have another clone of Santal 33 by Alexandria Fragrances, and it's good. But I feel like I get more on that one. When I sprayed that, I get more like this weird dill pickle scent. I know. Dill, yeah, that's the way I would describe it. It's like a dill pickle scent. Now that goes away, and what I'm left with is a similar fragrance to Santal 33. I do like that one as well. I've, you know, worn it several times. I haven't worn it as much as I thought I would, but I did, well, because I have the decant of Santal 33. So I, you know, when I want to wear that scent, I just wear that one, the real one. But I bought it because I was curious to see like how similar it would be. So I am curious to see how similar this one will be. Oh yeah, I get the Santal 33 vibe. Interesting. Ooh. Now, funny, I get a cucumber scent off this, but not a dill pickle scent. So that's the difference here. I feel like that Alexandria Fragrances is a little off, like just slightly off. Maybe not blended as well. I don't know. I guess that was like the violet leaf and the cardamom that I'm getting up at the top. And then I definitely smell the orris root. Cedar for sure. I don't know what cypriol is, so I can't say that I smell that. And then, of course, it's weird. I get this like cucumber vibe from this. And then, of course, it, you know, goes right into that musky sandalwood base. Yeah, I say this is similar. It is similar. I still don't think this is exactly Santal 33, but I mean, it's inspired by. So, it, you know, they get as close as they can. I would say if you don't want to spend the Le Labo, you know, money, then this would be a good alternative. I think I may recommend this one as a closer alternative than the Alexandria Fragrances. Now, I love Alexandria Fragrances. I have a ton of them, once again, that I bought for my husband. But there's quite a few of those, so I'm not knocking them at all because I love their fragrances. But I feel like this one is a closer representation to the true Le Labo fragrance. Again, not exact, but very close. And I feel like this one was like, I think it was maybe 39 or 29, something like that. It smells great. I love it. I mean, I have to see how these work on your skin and if they're able to project, if they last, you know, if it's going to dissipate in an hour or will it last 6 hours? I don't know. So I will have to test them out and I can share that information with you on another video. But for now, hopefully you enjoyed watching what I have hauled from these various fragrance vendors online. I think if you are careful with where you're buying your fragrances, you can do pretty well with prices versus what you would get if you were to just go to a department store. So with that, hopefully you can subscribe to my channel because that would help me greatly. And if you could leave a comment down below and like this video if you liked it. All right, I will see you in my next video. I will talk to you soon. Bye.